Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Okay. Just wanted to check my audio. Can somebody? Let me see. Maybe I need to. Okay, great. Let's see, participants. Let me see here. Pearl. I'm going to put you in presenter mode. And moderator mode. Sorry about my video. For some reason, the video is not working. Get that fixed. Hi, Pearl. How are you?
I'm well. Good morning, everyone. Uh-oh.
Weird. All right, try that again, Pearl. I just want to see if audio works for you. You might have to unmute.
Hello.
That's weird. Interesting. All right, let me just see if I can share my screen. All right, let's see if we can get this figured out. Pearl, why don't we try one more time? Let's see if you can see, maybe someone in the chat can. Why is my
Hello.
Why is it doing that? Interesting. All right, well, anybody have any idea why there might be? Oh, you can hear the same. Okay, you're hearing an echo as well, Pearl? Okay, maybe it's me. Okay. All right, well, we'll just try to make the best out of that. So let's get started. So first of all, thank you, Pearl, for joining. Pearl's going to be our hands-on builder today. Thanks, everybody, for joining. This is our first session of the Boston Marketers Group hands-on sessions. We're going to have these sessions every Monday. And our goal is to, invite builders in every week to build out solutions in Marketing Cloud, in Sales Cloud, in Data Cloud, whatever they are. We have a full-on Marketing Cloud and all those different platforms, an instance that we can build journeys, build objects in Salesforce, build in Data Cloud. All of that. The goal is to get everybody's hands-on in these platforms working in those sessions. So let's just take a look at, this is sort of the first meeting of this community. This community was an active community up until this year. So there were about 270 some odd members. So we're sort of just carrying on with this community continuing moving forward. And what we're sort of looking at this community's sort of model is that we're going to be having monthly in-person meetings in the Boston area. So our office is in the Seaport. So we're probably hosting some events in the Seaport environment, Seaport area on a monthly basis. The first one's going to be in January, still working through timeframes on that. There is a push to do agent force type community meetings. So we've applied for that and might have a very agent force focused meeting in January. So keep your eyes and ears out for that. And then what we're starting with today is our hands-on sessions, which we're going to continue throughout the year. It may not always be on Mondays. It might be at different times of the day, but we have them built out for the rest of the year. So the upcoming hands-on sessions, depending on how far we get today, we're going to be building out the use case that we'll be talking about today, which I'll be going over with you all in a second. So first of all, wanted to welcome everybody. I am watching the chat. Please throw any suggestions, any thoughts related to the community. Introduce yourself. If you have any questions, please post it at any time. We're going to stop and answer those questions. And so then we're just going to dive into the use case. So let's talk about this use case. So I just want to go to the Boston community site and go into the dashboard. So when you're a community member, you can see this is sort of the back end of our community. And one of the things that you can see is all the members in the community. You can see, who signed up and, when they signed up, et cetera. And this tool is pretty fantastic. As you've seen, probably received emails. You're able to send out emails on a regular basis through this channel. So it's kind of cool with that capability. And but one of the limitations of this platform is that we don't have the actual email address or contact information for any of the community members, which makes sense, right? We want to protect that from a privacy standpoint for the community members, and want to keep that on Salesforce, want to manage that. Makes sense from that standpoint. One of the limitations of that is that we're limited in what we can do as far as communicating with our members. So what we were thinking about, a potential use case would be in Marketing Cloud to start building out the capability within our Marketing Cloud environment to communicate with our members. So, as a community, we can do some communication, just general outreach within the tools that's provided for the community. But as marketers, as Marketing Cloud users, it'd be really cool to be able to drop, new community members into a journey to, so that they get communications that talks all about the community. Or we want to, our goal as community members come online could be that we want them to attend a hands-on session or attend a in-person session. So we could treat those community members sort of like what a e-commerce or a real business might say of someone placing an order. Instead of a community member placing an order with us, our order could be, attending a hands-on session or being an in-person session, stuff like that. So that's the use case I was sort of thinking about, is building capabilities within the community, within a Marketing Cloud instance, so that we can send them emails that are branded from the community. We can drop them into journeys. We can do all those things that we do in Marketing Cloud, and build that use case to support the community. So that was the thought, if it made sense, that we would have Pearl start building out in the Marketing Cloud environment our first use case, which is we need a way for community members for us to capture that key information. That key information being, ultimately we need an email address. Obviously, we would need them to opt in. So, following that proper, privacy policy. We might want some information like, we might create them also as a lead in Salesforce. So we could create a subscriber key and also have them in the Salesforce core environment. We might be able to use different tools in that environment. We could use Pardot or MCAE versus Marketing Cloud. Gives them some flexibility, again, for us to explore different platforms, so all of that. So, creating them as a lead or a contact in Salesforce might be another opportunity. We could get some data from community members, like, are they in the Boston area, so that we would know that we would want to target that group for in-person events, right? We wouldn't need to target somebody who was not in the Boston area for an in-person event. What is their profession? Do they, what's their level of experience in Marketing Cloud? What products are they interested in exploring and stuff like that? So different things they might explore, are they a student versus a professional and stuff like that. So, the thought would be we would want to create something like maybe a landing page or a cloud page in Marketing Cloud to capture that information from community members. So when they sign up, we direct them to this page where they fill out some more information. Then they're in Marketing Cloud, and then we can start building emails and journeys and start communicating with community members that way. So that was the plan for this session, is to, first of all, grant access to Pearl, to our Marketing Cloud environment, and then maybe we would build out a basic cloud page, landing page that we would be able to capture this information and test that, build a data extension to capture all that data and start there. So does everybody, that still makes sense, everybody, as far as our first step as a community building out those assets? Okay, so if there's no answer there, then we'll assume that makes sense. So the first thing I want to do, take the team through, is to go through our Marketing Cloud environment. So let me just log in and do that. So I'm just going to log into our Marketing Cloud environment, and then I will grant access to Pearl. So I'm just going to put in to our environment. I'm just getting a verification code. And all right. Okay, so here is our Marketing Cloud environment. It's used quite a bit. We have a variety of different business units that we've stood up depending on different use cases. We are a partner. So the company that I work for is Cervelo. We are a partner, and so that's why we have a partner Marketing Cloud account. It has Journey Builder, it has Cloud Pages, it's got a lot of the bells and whistles. We've brought in Query Studio. If anybody has attended some of the hands-on sessions we've done with the Phoenix marketer group, you've probably seen this environment used quite a bit. So this will be our playground for our hands-on sessions. We'll probably start with being in the main business unit for now. That has we do have connectivity to a Salesforce environment. We have Contact Builder hooked up with some synchronized data extensions right into Salesforce. So we've got the MC connector connected, and we've got leads, contacts, etc. All those objects synced in from the CRM environment. in this main business unit, as well as other child business units. So we may, over time, migrate and create our own business unit for this work stream and have that be a hands-on project in itself. But for right now, we're just going to stick within the main environment. So I'm just going to grant access to Pearl, and we will get started. So I'm just going to go find Pearl. Could you do me a favor? Could you drop in your email address into the chat, please? So I'm just going to pull up my user. I like to typically, when I'm creating a new user, just have it be a thank you, Pearl. Do a side-by-side whenever I'm creating a new user, because we do have a specific type of username that we'll probably want to use for Pearl as well. So, so let's, I'm just going to duplicate this tab, and we're going to create a user for Pearl. So we're going to go here, we're going to create a new user, and we're going to go copy Pearl's email address. And we're going to do plee@mcdemo.com. Just want to make sure that matches mcdemo.com. And then for the password, I just typically use capital PASSWORD. Let's do it again. PASSWORD, 1, 2, 3, $, PASSWORD, 1, 2, 3, $. Okay. Now that she's been created, we just need to assign her business units. And grant her access. So she's got access to the partner main. We're just going to give you access to all these just for now. And your default will be the partner. And then we're just going to give you admin access for the short term. We don't have some complex user roles set up, another thing that we can do as a hands-on assignment. So we're going to give you a Marketing Cloud administrator and a full administrator there. And then I don't know if this is absolutely required, but I just typically like to just check all these boxes just to be safe. Let's save. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing. And then Pearl, I'm going to send to you the login for Marketing Cloud. Send you the password.
Okay.
Oh, your echo stopped. Excellent.
I know why, because I have another section on another browser.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Can you try sharing your screen? Let's see if
sure. Let me see. One second. I don't have the option for this window. 1 second. Okay.
Hey, awesome.
But why there's so many?
Try when you share your screen, if you stop
Mhm.
sharing and try sharing again. I
Okay.
think if you, there might be a tab over on the right, might say you can pick a particular screen.
So I click on share screen right now, right?
Right, it's not sharing now.
And then I choose the window and I choose the entire screen.
Yeah.
Does it work? Oh,
Interesting. Maybe try just sharing your, is it the Chrome browser?
yes.
Maybe try just sharing the Chrome browser. Maybe that'll, or maybe,
Should I try it one more time?
oh, maybe it's just because she's on the session screen. Okay, maybe that's what it is. Maybe if
So
we try that again, we can try another tab and maybe that'll fix it.
on the Chrome tab, there's nothing. So I choose the window. That's how I see the option. Let's see if this work. No.
Okay, yeah. So if you create another tab,
Okay.
and then try sharing just. If you try sharing again, and maybe if we create another tab, it'll go away.
Let's see.
Oh, there we go.
Does it work?
I can see you.
But you don't see my screen though.
Right.
And this is the option for me to join the event. Because this is what I do is I copy and paste the URL. I create another tab. And this is what you're seeing right now. But
If you try that again, but just create a blank Google tab, maybe that'll.
okay, let me see.
Right, there we go.
Okay. Sorry,
Cool.
everyone.
Hey, no problem. Okay, so Pearl, I'm sorry I didn't start off with this when we started. Can you just introduce yourself and your background with Salesforce and with Marketing Cloud?
I actually just learning Data Cloud on my own with Agentforce. I'm looking for opportunity and I saw your email, so I just signed up because I would love to have the art to play around.
Cool.
And I'm actually in San Francisco, so this is 5:26 my
Oh
time.
my gosh. Oh, I'm so sorry. You are a trooper.
Oh, I just want to experience that. This is really fantastic because all this time I cannot learn Marketing Cloud because I don't have an art to practice. So this is really
Awesome.
great.
So have you worked in Marketing Cloud before?
Never. So when I
Okay,
see you using the exact target to create a user, it's so different than the regular Sales Cloud.
good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I'm glad that, yeah, we're going to start from the basics here. So fantastic. Thank you for joining. And I'm glad this is your first time with Marketing Cloud. So,
Mhm.
all right. So, so as you will find out, Marketing Cloud has a unique login.
Mhm.
Um, it's not just like Salesforce. So that link that I posted in the chat, if you paste that into your current browser tab,
Okay.
hopefully that will pull you into Marketing Cloud.
Let me see. Do you see my screen right now?
I see the Google tab for sure.
Do you see the login?
I don't. Is
Okay.
that a new tab?
Yeah.
Maybe if you stop sharing and if you share again and try to share your entire screen, maybe that'll work now that we've got this on a tab that's not
Do you do you
oh,
see
there we
the
go.
screen?
There we
Yeah,
go.
I just copy and paste the URL here.
Perfect. Excellent.
Um,
So
I
your
Yep.
username is sorry, let me put that into the chat as well. I didn't maybe
Okay.
that would work. So there's your username.
Okay.
And then and then the password is going to be capital. Yep, perfect.
The password, and then I think it's 123, and then there's a dollar sign. Is it?
Yep.
Okay. And how do I get to have the verification code? I go back to my Gmail.
You should receive a Gmail. Yeah,
Got it.
with that.
Okay. Let me check.
Now, do you have a Salesforce Authenticator?
Yes, but now I have to find my phone.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, just give me a second.
No problem.
I'm. It's in another room.
No problem.
Sorry.
No problem. Any questions from anybody on the oh, there was a question about access to Marketing Cloud for today's hands-on. We typically are going to give access to hands-on builders on for these sessions, and then probably we'll be dialing back access because this is an account that we sort of have to keep tabs on and all of that. So in the short term, we're probably going to have to sort of give people access and sort of dial it back. But once we, as a community, build up a sort of a little bit more of a business unit that we can control a little bit, then we might be able to have access granted on an ongoing basis for folks. So, but yeah, we typically want to have people start out as hands-on builders. We're not just looking to just grant access across the board. Any other questions from anybody else? Thanks to everyone for being patient. Our goal for these sessions are just to be like, we're starting from basics, even as straightforward as just getting access to log into Marketing Cloud and how to create a user. We will be getting into some very complex use cases, but because we're bringing in everybody from all skill levels, we want to have it be open so that anybody can come in and feel comfortable. We're not looking to do this at a fast pace. We're just looking to have fun and get some experience for all levels. So thank you for being patient with us.
Tim,
Yep.
can I actually do the one-time password generator?
Sure, you can try that.
I believe I have I don't have the Salesforce Authenticator. I use Microsoft on my phone. So let's see.
So Pearl, are you going to try this path or?
I am. Do you see my screen about the
Yep.
verification? So I just scan it and then
Okay, you're working on it. Sorry.
yeah, I'm working on it.
No problem.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Okay.
Yay. Yeah, I have to go through a couple of more hoops.
Do you want me to change password?
You can change it to whatever you want.
Okay. All right. But just give me a second. Should I can I just keep it the same way now
Sure.
and I do it later?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay. Wow. Okay.
All right.
Should I close
Excellent.
the coding side or keep it? My question is, should I close the on my right hand side all those HTML code everything
Huh.
here?
That's interesting. Your screen says you've got that Explore Intelligence Reports. I think if you want to X out of that, like, interesting screen there.
Close all this. Yeah.
There you go. All right, perfect. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to want to do is we need to build a data extension that that we could use we want to capture data from our subscribers. So if you go in the upper left-hand corner, there's an email studio icon.
Yes.
Yep, so we're going to click on that email. And so this is Email Studio, where down the road, we're going to be building out emails and all of that, but we're going to create a new data extension. So at the tabs, there's the tabs at the top, there's a subscribers tab. So if you click on there, yep. And then a little further down, there's data extensions, which is,
okay.
Yep, the sixth one down, just regular.
Yeah.
There you go. Perfect. Okay, excellent. Now, if you open up there's a little plus sign over there on the left where it says data extensions. You see that folder that's highlighted?
Yeah.
If you open up the plus sign, it'll open things up a bit. And now what we're going to want to do is we've got a bunch of different folders here. Let's go to that hands-on folder on the left. You can sort of see in that, sort of like half the way down there. There's a little further up. There's a little hands. Yep, and let's hit the plus sign on that too. That'll open up that folder. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a new folder for this group, so we can capture information there. So if you click on, if you do a right click on hands-on.
Okay.
Yep, and then we're going to hit new folder.
I don't see that though. Let me do it one more time.
Window, it says, if you right click on there, click on new folder down there at the bottom. So it's right below, so it's open, move, delete, rename, and then new folder.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And if you scroll down a little bit, it probably is going to create it near the bottom. There we go.
Right.
And then let's just call this Boston Marketer.
Can I have space?
We'll keep spaces out. Yep, and then we'll call it group. Yeah, the reason why spaces sometimes can be challenging is it's just easier if we needed to find this data extension folder.
Mm-hmm.
So if you hit return,
okay,
it should create that folder. Perfect. And now we've got a folder to create data extensions. So this is where we'll capture all of our different data extensions. So, and then on the upper right hand of this folder, you'll see there's a little blue button that says create. So in the main screen, yep, and if you go all the way over to the right, there is a blue button.
Yes.
Perfect. Excellent. So we're going to create a standard data extension for this use case.
Okay.
And we're going to name this, let's call this Community let's do an underscore,
Mhm.
and then we're going to say sign-ups. Perfect. So in the description, we'll just put in data extension of new community members entered from the sign up cloud page.
Cloud? Is it like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Excellent. And I think so. You had gone on to that. Oh, yeah. Sometimes you can out of if you might have to remove that period in there. It's kind of sensitive. Yeah. Perfect. That external key we'll have that automatically get created when this data extension gets created. So we'll leave that as is. It's got the location, which is in that folder. And I think for now, we probably don't need this to be sendable. We may have to if we're creating this cloud page, but I think we're good on this page. We can hit next. For the retention policies, we're going to skip this section. We're okay with not doing that for this data extension. It gives you some capabilities to remove your data from a certain period of time. So we'll keep that off for now. We'll hit next. Okay, and now we're going to want to create our data extension, which is the data that we're looking to capture for all these new signups that come in to our these new community members. So just going to start throwing out some data points, and then in the channel, please throw out any suggestions. So let's start with, I think if we're capturing information, let's start with email address.
Should I? Yes.
So go ahead, sorry.
Do I have to type a name on the screen?
Yeah, so if you type in email address, maybe we'll keep it all one word. Yep, there you go. And we'll keep that all one word.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. And the reason why, Pearl, just makes it easier sometimes when you're doing queries on that. Now, on that data type, if you click on that arrow in that box, let's select the email address. Yep, perfect. And then that should automatically be there. That's fine. We'll consider whether we need a primary key in the future, but for now, we'll leave that as is. Let's click that as, we'll not have that be nullable as well, because we kind of want that email address that's sort of required. Okay, and then the next line, let's do first name. Perfect. And text is fine for that. 50 characters. Let's make that 100 just to be safe. And let's make that nullable if we check that box. Perfect. Let's do last name. Same thing. Let's see, what other information can we want to gather from our subscribers? Let's see, we might be interested in the products that they might want to build. So we could put in, products. And let's do that as 1,000 characters. So there's plenty of room there. We'll make that nullable. Let's put in company. Okay, Ardash, what does checking the null do? It gives us the flexibility that if when we're capturing this information on the form itself, if somebody does not fill in, company or products or whatever, it's not going to be required for that record to be created in this date extension? So great question. Company, we'll make that 100 just to be on the safe side there. And check there. Let's do profession. That might need to be 100. And I think that's probably good for right now. We can always add to this and enhance it. We'll keep that pretty simple for now. Cool. And one more thing before we hit create. Pearl, can you type in a created date?
In here?
Sorry, the next field that's available, we'll just put in created date.
You mean here, right?
Yep. Perfect. And then we're going to select date on that drop down. There we go. Perfect. And then in the, there's a little arrow to the left of that. You see that little box right there? If you click on that, perfect. And then we can make that nullable as well. It'll automatically get populated, but we'll just say that. Okay. And then Ardash had a good question about the send relationship. If we do have a date extension that is sendable, then that comes into play. We typically want to do a subscriber key for that, but given that right now I think we're just going to have this be not sendable, we'll go from there. So let's hit create. We should be good to go. Congratulations, Pearl. You created your first date extension. Nicely done.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, nicely done. So that's going to be where we're going to be using our cloud page to point to this date extension for all this data to be captured. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to now go to, I know we only have a few minutes here. We might just sort of explore creating a cloud page, a basic cloud page. We may not be able to build the whole thing for right now, but we'll see how far we can get. So if you go to the blue cloud in the upper left-hand corner, we're going to go to a different section of Marketing Cloud. So if you go to the, see the blue cloud just to the left of email?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you click on that blue cloud, there we go. And then under Web Studio.
Okay, right here.
There we go. And then we're going to go into Cloud Pages.
Oops.
Now, Cloud Pages gives you the ability to create these different landing pages. You can create microsites. It's a really cool tool. And that's interesting. It's not showing up. Let me just see in my environment, see if there's anything there. Pearl, try refreshing this page.
Okay.
Just see. Huh. Weird. I wonder if it has to do with your
My browser
view,
setting.
maybe.
What should I check?
Let me see. Do you want to try a different mode? If you try to
Light, you mean?
yeah, try light. See if that.
The funny thing is, only on that screen is like that.
Yeah,
Okay, wait a second. Let me.
yeah, it's true. And it did work for date extensions, but it did. I wonder if some of these pages are.
Um, it's actually light.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
don't understand. It may be my Windows setting.
Could be. Okay. Well, we're sort of running out of time. Let me, Pearl, if I could share my screen,
Sure. Let me stop sharing.
let me just give everybody a preview of what we might be doing, just so that you can sort of complete the path here. So this is the cloud page area, and these are the different types of cloud pages that we can create. So what we'll probably do next time is we'll create we might create a folder. We might use this existing folder. We might go and create a landing page. Let's see if we did like a test community sign up, and say we just use a blank template. And then what we'll end up doing is we'll bring over this smart capture form. Sorry, drop that here. And what we can do is select the date extension that you built. So we should be able to navigate. There's that Boston Marketers group. There's your date extension. So you can see all these fields here. And what we'll be able to do is build out, this is pretty basic, and we can do some customization here, but it could be something as simple as that, where we won't need create a date because that's just automatically populated. And we can create a very basic page. We can put a logo up at the top. We can put in some text. So say we wanted to add an image, and we'll just use an image just as an example. We'll use Northern Trail Outfitters. Again, we can modify that size. Let's say we make that to 50. Let's make that a little bit bigger. There we go. And we'll bring in, we have a logo that we're building for our community, and we could bring in some text and write in welcome to the community. Please fill out this information. And this is really basic. We can make this look a little bit better, and then we can publish this page and have this be part of the community experience. So when they land on the community, we could say, please, as you sign up, please go to this page, fill out this information, and then we'll have that data in Marketing Cloud. Each date extension row will be filled in for every time someone signs up, and then we can email them. We could build them as a lead or a contact in Salesforce. So that'll be sort of where we're going to go from there. So anyways, that'll be what we'll do in our next session. But Pearl, thank you so much. You did such a fantastic job. First time in Marketing Cloud. Thank you for going through the signups. The next session, we'll have those new members we'll grant the access before the session, and we'll go from there.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, thank you. Nice job. And thanks everybody for joining. We'll see you in a week.
Tim,
Yes.
I see that you are recording the section. Is it shared in somewhere we can watch the recording?
Yes, we'll be looking. That's another thing the community is going to be doing is we have a YouTube page. So we're going to be building out a section on our YouTube page with these videos. So you'll be able to watch your video again.
Thank you. And would I be doing the volunteer every week from now on?
We're going to have a new builder every week, but Pearl will definitely want to have you back.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Great job. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week. Bye.